in the crypto world right now, and that there's a lot of people who have been sort of sucked into this world, that have bought into this world by some folks who may not be as...
Look, I think it's really unfair to not understand something and then to disparage it. Again, I think he's exceptional. I think Warren Buffett is exceptional. I think Bill Gates is exceptional at what they do. And I think it's fair to say that in 30 or 40 years, if I'm, a vibrant, successful investor, and if I'm back on this show, the idea that I know what's happening 30 or 40 years from now, as well as some other new 40-year-old or 30-year-old entrant into the market, is just not true. The reality is things change.
Hey there, thanks for...
So I have to agree that, there's this idea that crypto is scummy, that it's black market, and this is what they've all brought up. But what's interesting is, and they can't say this on mainstream media, is that Warren Buffett has made a lot of money on monopolies, which we can argue about, but also by fraud. I mean, let's talk about Wells Fargo. Well, Warren Buffett owns a lot of Wells Fargo, and what do? They scammed a lot of customers. And what was funny is they paid pennies on the dollars, and this is why I recommend you watch Max Keiser. But what they scammed and made in their profits, they had to pay less in fees. And it's funny that the CEO of Wells Fargo walks away with a $200 million severance package. And if you go shoplift at Kmart or Target, more than $50, they're sending you to jail unless you're rich enough to get a nice attorney to bail you out. So it's very, very interesting that these people, they're so quick to dismiss it, but he brings up a great point that, just because you're Michael Jordan, for example, I don't think Michael Jordan today could beat LeBron James. And I don't think LeBron James in 30 years could beat, whoever the next transcendent star is. And sorry if I'm using basketball analogies, but it is true that as you get older, you're gonna get past your prime, and the best thing you can do, and hopefully I will do this as I get older, is that I want to have a good group of advisors, young and old, advising me. And before I make any statements like this, and maybe they're just doing it for publicity, at least hear them out so I can make better arguments. I've listened to Warren Buffett's, Bill Gates, and they don't really make solid arguments, and they don't bring up the fraud in banks. They don't bring up the fact that these billionaires that are making their money, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, why are they billionaires? Why are they so rich? Monopolies. I mean, they're able to create monopolies and basically dominate a market, and they have enough money and enough power to buy off the government and to get attorneys to prevent this from happening. And look at any of the top 5 or 10 companies. The name of the game to get rich, at least for now, is monopoly. And this isn't new. We did this in the 1900s. I mean, we had a president, Roosevelt, have to come and break up, the railroad monopolies and stuff like that. So this isn't something new, but they can dismiss cryptocurrencies because it is, in essence, somewhat anti-monopolistic, and the idea of being decentralized. So I can understand that it's a threat to their ways of making money using monopolistic powers. And like I said, I don't think I make the best arguments. So if you do have a chance, go watch my Max Keiser videos. They really go into detail about how Buffett makes his money off of monopolies and why he's so anti-cryptocurrency. And just let me know your thoughts. It's nice that the mainstream media has people come and defend cryptocurrency, but they're never going to bring up the Wells Fargo scam. They're never going to bring up the monopolies. I mean, sometimes they do, but it's never in defense. So let me know your opinions on this. And just letting you guys know too, some of this content is going to be old that I am posting because I'm going to Atlanta this weekend. So unfortunately, I won't be able to post anything this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Monday, I'll have more content coming in. So let me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you guys soon.